all the reps the possibility to ask questions to the... Wait, no, I lost my power connector. 1 second. Perfect. This town hall is supposed to give all the reps the possibility to ask questions to all the nominees and get a better understanding of what they would like to change in the reps program and get some general information out of that. Since we already hold a town hall on Tuesday, I'm not gonna ask all the questions again, but some of them are gonna be repeated. Therefore, if you have any questions, please put them in the Etherpad or ask them directly in video. I will ask for that. So I hope we can have some nice questions. As a quick repetition, we have 6 candidates. Those are Mehul, Monica, Vaibhav, Yofi, Prathamesh, and Mayur.
Hi.
I will give all of those who are in the call a quick minute to introduce themselves, but before I will iterate the next steps in the elections. The question and answer period on this course will last until the 7th of October, and then the day after that, on the 8th, we will start the voting, which will last until October 15th. Are there any general questions regarding the elections?
Is the video required?
No, the video is not required, but if you want to do a video, you can just upload it to YouTube or wherever you want to, and then link it in your discourse answer post. Hi, Joanna. I'm almost ready for the randomness. So I want to give everyone about 1 minute to introduce themselves. And let's see who we have here. We have Mayur, we have Mehul, we have Monica, and we have Vaibhav and Yofi. Can we keep that in mind, Joanna? Because now it's your turn. Who's starting first?
Me?
Go for it.
Yeah, you can go, Monica.
Okay. Hello, my name is Monica. I am from Colombia, and I've been part of the Mozilla Reps for about 4 years. I have contributed my work in areas of localization, digital literacy, learning Mozilla, and women's technological empowerment. And I am currently mentoring reps in and also in the Open Leadership Program court. And I working with the Internet Hall Report Global Community Commit, and I leader in the Mozilla Nativo and Mozilla Colombia communities.
Thank you.
Can I go next?
Sure.
Yeah. So hi, this is Mehul Patel from India. I'm Mozilla Reps mentor and Reps resource. So I started contributing to Mozilla from last 3 years and being a rep, serving reps from last 3 years. And the area of interest is like I'm a technical guy and do lots of coding and stuff. So currently I'm more contributing to Rust projects, which has been we are using in Firefox Quantum. So that's the recent momentum that we have started. Also, we are building the Firefox in the Gujarati language, which is a local language in India, which is very popular. That's what I'm doing. And mentoring the fellow reps and the community, helping the fellow reps to find their budget and review them, adjust good and those goals and not. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much.
Joanna, who's next?
We have left only Yofi.
Vaibhav. We have Vaibhav.
Oh, okay. Let's hear him first because we didn't hear last time.
Vaibhav, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, we cannot hear at all. We see you're
I think
talking,
your
but we
mic
not.
is mute.
Then I guess we will first go to
Yofi.
Mayur or Yofi.
Well, I said Yofi earlier, that's why I wanted to continue. Sorry to step over you.
Yeah, hello. I'm Yofi. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. It's a tropical country in Southeast Asia. Um, I joined the Mozilla Reps program since 2011, and most of my contribution relate to what I interested in, which is design and marketing. And for example, some of the contribution that we made these past 12 months is help to facilitate the Mozilla Taipei team to do research and survey in Indonesia market to build the Firefox rocket. So we help them to find like people to be interviewed and survey and things like that. And of course, we also build events on Mozilla community space. We have a community space, Mozilla community space in Jakarta. This is the third year we already run the community space for 2.5 years already, and we try to make sure that every Mozilla related events, and we want to build a relationship with other community as well, developer communities, of course. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you.
Do we have Weibo now with sound? I would take that as a no. Mayur, can you continue then?
Yes. So hello everyone. My name is Mayur Patil. I am a Mozilla rep from India, and I have been contributing to Mozilla since 4 years. Currently, I'm into the Reps Council as well. So I also work closely with the community development team. So recently we did a Aadhaar campaign in India. Apart from that, I also work on the privacy and policy team. I joined the community as a community builder. So in the past, I was working with the engagement team for a while. So in that phase, I worked on the FSA program, the Firefox OS, Firefox launch, and many more. That's it.
Weibo? Oh, Weibo? Or
Vaibhav.
we lost Weibo. Excuse me. I think we lost his camera also. I'm not seeing him anymore. All
But he's
India
in the
is
list.
now. Yeah, I saw him. All India is now without video. I don't know, you partied too much there last evening. It's also late here, but I'm still showing this beautiful tired face. At least I was funny. That's good. Good.
1 p.m., 1 a.m. here, my time.
I think you are the first in the call. Like, yeah. And thanks so much for doing this. We gained one from India. Thank you. You see, look, he has a big smile. It's everything okay.
Yeah,
Last call.
it's late, so it's fine.
Last call for Weibo. Just write us if you can hear me, and if you still have issues. I'm really sorry, but you can also follow the Etherpad maybe. If not, try to unplug. We just lost him, right? Yeah. Just try to unplug all headsets that you have. Maybe it will work directly if you have a laptop, or try the phone. Maybe someone can write him in private. Maybe he can try from the phone. I don't know. Michael, how do you want to continue?
In that,
I'll ping him.
Okay, thanks so much, man.
I guess we're gonna continue with the first question, and then once that is sorted out, we can circle back for the introduction. The first question is gonna be a question for everyone that was not attending the first town hall. We will need to think about who that was, but we will figure that out. We, as in Joanna, will. Exactly. So the first question is, what do you think the REPS program will look like by the end of 2019? So in about a year.
Me again?
Yeah, go ahead, Monica. I was about to say that
Okay.
you were in the call, but you didn't manage to reply, unfortunately. So go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. In the REPS program, the Empowered Mozillians program, with the social case and bridges between the community of contributors and also the organization. And I think in 3 points, the first, global campaigns and the program of the REP activities. Second, more activity communities and a group of networks organized under principles and governance plan that allows more Mozillians to participate, and that Mozillians mission reach more people. And the 3 point is the community innovation program with documentation and good practice, and also identification of challenges for new strategies. But the program in the 2019 empowered activities such as and documentation, accompaniment, working with the communities, and specific tangible actions.
Uh,
Can I go
I
next?
think I think we lost Yoda anyway. Yes, you can go next.
Okay. Okay. So, according to me, I think by the end of the 2019, recognition system might be scaled, and we get the more closer to Mozilla missions driven Mozillians, and can be reach out to the Mozillians who are not reps and doing already good work in the respective communities. I would say, as per the recent updates and what I'm following on the discourse, we can get more on the leaderships and make the reps actual a representative that they define the term, and we can have a more collaborative work in the future. Like, because ultimately reps are the spokesperson for the program and for the Mozilla. We can build more leadership in them. So that's what I can see it, and that we can contribute as well.
Thank you. Do we have Weibo?
Yes.
We see you. Oh, we hear you. Yay. Or no, you were Mayur. You confused me. We cannot hear you.
Both voices are same. Vaibhav and Mayur voice are same. So that's why.
Okay. You're right. You might be on something there. Who's laughing now? I'm confused. Weibo, can you hear me? Yes. I can read that on your mouth, but we cannot hear you.
Maybe lip reading works.
Or he can type answer on Etherpad and someone help to read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Mayur can be the voice, right? Probably not, because we don't want to confuse our voters with the voices and replies. Weibo, if you're using a laptop, maybe you should try to unplug. If you're using a PC, that's harder. Or you can try the phone. Yeah, he's posted something. Let me. I'm trying to fix my mic issue. Oh, yes, thank you. That's good. Okay. Let's continue, and we'll try to test Weibo settings later if he manages. So I guess we are on to next question.
I want to ask if there is any question in the room. In that case, I'm just going to continue with pre-compiled questions. I'm happy to do that, but I guess it would be nice to have some from the room as well. Now, the next question is for everyone. That came in the last town hall, I think we had a similar question, but still okay to answer for everyone. The question is, what is your top one idea regarding improvements of recognition? Randomness.
Mehul.
My turn again.
I just nominated Mehul, but if he's not ready, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mehul?
Do you hear me?
okay, Monica, you can go ahead. No issue. I was about to speak, but it's okay.
I didn't understand. I'm sorry.
I was about to speak, but yeah, Monica, you can go ahead. No issue.
Okay. And after that, you go.
Okay. um, the one idea is the visibilization of the work of the communities, of the people who are working with at the regional level. The visibility should be made by regions and grouped at the global level through a program of assignment of roles and responsibilities.
Mehul, the floor is yours.
Yes, Michael, can you please repeat the questions again for me?
Of course I can. The question was, what is your top one idea regarding improvements of recognition?
Recognition. So, recognition is not something that based on the skills the kind of things that you are doing, right? So based on how your participation should be and what kind of involvement you are showing in the overall campaigning or the event, or there is technical work or the non-technical work, there is some noise.
Yes.
I'm
guess
sorry. It's late, so the
Okay. I'm sorry. Hello.
Do you still want to add something, Mehul, or you prefer to?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, I would like. I heard some noise, so that's why I stopped.
Yeah, it's okay. We cannot. So this now we are hearing you well now.
Okay, good. So that's what I'm feeling. Like we can have some more roles and the responsibilities so that we recognize, but we need to scale that. Like after we have only the ROM rep of the month system, but we can come up with the more where we can those who are non-reps or doing already good work in the communities, by getting them feedback from their mentors, from the people who is already working them, by some having some feedback, so we can recognize that.
just a quick note for all the candidates. I'm mostly not getting like the full thing, so if you want to add some more notes on the pad, feel free to. I'm not that good of a note taker.
And also you can add more or clearer at the end of the call. If you don't, you cannot type while you speak. Please do. I think it's very helpful for those that are not in the call. Okay, randomness chooses Yofi. Next.
Yeah, I already typed on the Etherpad. So there are two types of recognition, which are inside and outside the reps and Mozilla. For inside, we can improve on contents covering like reps works, what they are doing, and for outside, we can encourage for reps to build relationship with other communities on their respective area, or even more building relationship with the local media, like some media related to the tech related content. We can try, like magazine or online magazine, we can try to build a relationship with them. That's it. Thank you.
Yofi was very prepared for this one. Mayur.
yeah. So for the recognition, what I feel is if you can try the LinkedIn recommendation. So like if I complete 1 year, maybe someone from the peers or council, maybe Iona can recommend me, give a recommendation on LinkedIn. So that might help a lot of the reps. The others would be trying out things on the Mozillians profile. So as you see the Mozillians profile, we are trying to reactivate it again. So the other thing that we can do is mentioning the contributors on the newsletter. So because we have moved the newsletter on the Discord, so they will have a link which they can use again and again. So it will always stay in the archive. And the last thing would be mentioning the contributors on the event splash page. So we are bringing the new events page. So if we can have a column where after the event we can just list down all the people who are part of.
Thank you. Trying again. Earth the Rainbow. Earth the Rainbow Planet.
Vaibhav. It's Vaibhav.
Who's there? Who's laughing now? Show your
Mehul.
face. Show. I cannot deal with you too. I cannot recognize your voices ever.
Now you can.
Yes. You were laughing then. Can we note this to Michael to, take points out after? This is a joke disclaimer, no, bad joke.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, I'm ashamed to say. Waymo, can you speak? If not, no. But next time, I promise I will try to learn the sign language. I can read
Or
well
you,
your lips, but
or you can learn lip reading. That works always.
yeah, thank you.
Anyway,
I'm not sure they have it on Duolingo, but I'll try. Okay, please do reply in the Etherpad, and thanks so much for trying. Michael, I guess we went through all. Michael, next question, please.
Perfect. And now you can see the difference between Joanna in the afternoon and Joanna in the evening. So serious. Okay, then the next question is for only the candidates that have not yet responded those. And the question is, what is missing for mission-driven Mozillians in the REPS program?
My turn again.
Are you in a hurry? Do you have somewhere
okay,
to go?
This time I'm going first.
Okay, come
Go
on.
ahead. I don't know who spoke. I think Mehul, but
And
yeah, go ahead, Mehul. He said he wants first, so we'll let him this time.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
bueno, the museum for mission. Okay.
Mehul said that he wants to say first this time, so we are giving the floor to him.
Okay.
And after that, you go. Okay, Mehul, go.
Yes, I'm going. So, as we all know, the mission resilience is the one of the focused goal these days, and which we are focusing. So, according to me, we need the diverse strategies at the different times through the different teams and different campaigning, different events. We need the skill-based training as well, and the many of our that the MDM and the goals. I can give the more closure here because. I think thanks to Lucy and the Ruben, recently I've been featured as one of the mission-driven Mozillian as an example to others. Like, what does that mean? Is like, is that not required that you should be technical or non-technical enough? You should be carry out the Mozilla mission. So, being a skill set and being such kind of example, being a reps, we can set some kind of example that we can give more closure to the mission-driven. So diverse strategies and with the different works group and the team works more in the mission-driven Mozillians. That's what I'm feeling.
Can you please also write that down in Etherpad? Was a bit too fast for me, sorry.
Okay, do you want me to repeat again or I'll write it down?
No, write it in the Etherpad, don't worry. But you and Prathamesh have a speed of talking a bit too much for us, especially at this hour.
Because whenever we go in conference, we got only 15 minutes to talk about 1 hour session. So, bit habit now.
That was a good one. Monica, go next. So
Okay. For the missing visibilization of work and documentation of process and use the projects and also documentation and use the documentation integration with the other areas and teams within Mozilla and empowerment of global communities through nodes of focus groups and participation and representation of the other regions, inclusion of communities that are not very active in the global.
okay, thank you, Monica. Going next to Mayur.
So, should I answer it again?
That's what I meant
You
in terms
said
of keeping track.
So the things that
Michael.
are missing in the mission-driven Mozillians are like the regular updates. So as we have noticed, a lot of reps are still unaware about what this term means and who are the reps who fall under this category. So that is one thing. So communication is also irregular. So the people who are closely working with the council or the peers, they have a very good idea, but then people who just don't have updates for like 2-3 weeks, they kind of miss many important points. So that's all.
And in that case, if Yofi wants to answer it as well for a second time.
Yeah, sure. I think there are great campaigns around on mission-driven Mozillians, but maybe we should differentiate which campaigns can be successful in a short term. But we need to understand that there are some campaigns, other campaigns that need a long term, like 6 or even a year to be successful. So we need to like make clear goals for every campaigns that we met with mission-driven Mozillians for future. Thank you.
Then I guess we have everyone.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
Weibo, but he is installing now the app on his mobile, so I don't think he fixed. Whenever you want to speak, Weibo, just shout because we are gonna hear. Hopefully.
Well, if the mic doesn't work, shouting is gonna be really loud, so we hear it over here.
Dude, he didn't connect out, so logically he didn't change to mobile. But
Yeah. Let's do the
next question, please.
for everyone. Do we have a question in the room, by the way? That can also come from a candidate, in theory. So if anybody
In
has
practice too.
you see, I'm getting a little bit desperate to getting questions.
I might have a question. What is their personal motivation to go for this new role? New or not new role? And we start with Mehul. Oh, no, Mehul started with Yofi.
Okay. Yeah, my motivation, I think I want to represent few of Mozillians that I know, like Indonesian friends, we have a few representatives that they have ideas also, but they maybe don't really have time to become the council. So I think I can be help them to uh, represent them, their voice, and also maybe other reps from other countries. And I believe that to become a good council, we need to listen more than we need to listen more. So yeah, that's what I think.
Me?
Go, Monica.
Okay, my motivation is I want to learn and work to make a better society. And I believe that I can do it from Mozilla, and that we can build together better ways to empower the people. And, and okay.
Mayur.
Okay, so my motivation is to continue the projects that I have been working on right now. So one of them is to the comm strategy, the communication strategy. So we are trying to bridge the communication gap by implementing like reactivating the social media's newsletter, and we might also want to activate other platforms. The next would be creating different contribution pathways for the mission-driven Mozillans. So, as you, there was a recently one campaign around it. So the dark funnel. So even if we have 5-6 more by this year, and we would have a value-added contribution to Mozilla. Apart from that, involvement of reps into the various roles. So right now we have they are involved in the newsletter team, in the onboarding team. Maybe we could include them in the social media team as well. And maybe we should work on the data driven decisions. So in the last all hands we worked on the reps data brainstorming. So we need to figure it out how we can use it on a better scale.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, so being a reps, already I'm motivated a lot, but my motivation here is to work more closely with, to initiate my ideas and how we can improve more, and how we can carry forward the Mozilla Mission US program, and more about the leadership training where I'm actually focusing, which is very important these days, because ultimately these are the things very important when you come up with. Okay, Mayur finally showed up. Sorry.
I thought
So,
I was online the whole time. Sorry.
That's surprise.
okay.
Michael,
So,
can we please do a intelligence test before, just like A plus
Checklist.
B?
I'm not
Were you
gonna
like
answer
also
that.
doing faces, like, and we didn't awesome. Welcome back, Mayur, to the video. So I guess everyone replied well. Weibo? No. You really don't want to speak with us tonight, I guess. Michael, another question for you from your side now.
Did we have all?
I'm sorry?
Never mind, we did. Perfect. Then the next question is gonna be. Wait a second, I need to skip one so we can nicely sort that
Thank you,
out.
Weibo, for the Etherpad replies.
So the next question, once again, only for those people who have not responded to that one yet. And the question is, what measures can reps take to increase participation of people with different backgrounds?
Mehul.
okay. So, so there we can come up with the opportunity according to context, individual where non-technical and also skills appreciated. Create a set of online training and with the general topics that can have both tech and the non-tech people. Yeah. Am I fast?
Okay. We hear someone. I don't know who. Monica?
Okay, my turn again. And I include people of different education levels and backgrounds in the construction of the proposal or collection of ideas. And it is also important to make documented the process, but keep in mind that the people who consult the documentation may have different profiles, and I think it's very important think ideas that can be general but can also be adaptable to a specific context.
Thank you. So I guess that was all right, Michael. So I don't put again.
I think so. Then let's move to the next question. Again for everyone. Do you see the pattern? It's amazing. For everyone.
You're having
What?
too much fun with this.
Of course, definitely. It's patterns. I love patterns. Yeah. Question. What should be the top priority for the REPS program in the first half of 2019?
Bomb drop. Mayur.
Okay, so the top task would be having 20 to be designed. The other would be gaining the momentum in terms of the reps activities. So the others would be fixing the, like, a lot of the reps, they have lost momentum, so they have disconnected with what we are working on right now. So if we can maybe have some calls and bring them on the right platform. The next would be to reactivate the reps that we have lost. So maybe few appreciations, and if we can get them back. So yeah, that's all.
Yofi. Yofi's expression is so, blunt. He doesn't smile. When I say his name, he's like, I'm just
What?
gonna. Yeah, now you smile. You were like, I was like, Yofi. He was like,
I'm
look, I saw
typing.
your eyes
I'm
moving,
sorry.
but no reaction. I was like, really? Sorry, go ahead.
Which question? What should be a top priority?
For for the first part of 2019.
Yeah. So yeah, campaigns on mission-driven Mozillans, I think, are great, but we can improve more by building a strategy. We should separate or manage campaigns that is meant to become short-term campaigns, and also be clear with campaigns that need to be a long-term to be successful. So yeah, I think that's it.
Monica.
Okay, in the for the REPS program, documentation, empowered campaigns of networks, and also reactivation to the communities through programs or the other campaigns.
Thank you. Who could be? Mehul, the floor is yours.
I think he's not in the call.
Indeed. He got afraid.
Everybody
Okay.
is. As long as you're in the call.
You're so nice, Michael, sometimes. Not to now, but
Always.
sometimes. Not now.
Always. Yeah.
Not. Okay. I see Weibo has the mic on. Can you speak? We cannot hear you. So I see your mic is activated, but we cannot hear any voice. But I see your mic is activated. You're not muted anymore.
Can you try to plug out your headphones and then speak?
If it's a laptop, maybe it's a PC. So then.
Unfortunately not. That's worth a try. Sorry.
Third caller. Next question, please.
Yes. Next question comes from somebody else, and I'm so happy about it. because otherwise we would have had the last question already. So, what is the plus to be a rep instead of being a recognized Mozillian?
You're welcome for the question, Michael.
Sorry?
Tim was saying, I think that he added the question.
That's perfect.
And
Me?
we appreciate this. Thank you.
Me again?
Monica, she doesn't even let me do my randomness. If the others are okay, yes, go ahead.
Okay, for me, it is to identify myself and take Mozilla mission the other people. And Mozilla is a globally recognized community, and all its products, but about all its work is impacted, and is very interesting that the perception of the people about that the community, and is very motivated to the perception of the other people about that the owns community.
Did you hear? You didn't hear me?
You need to unmute, yes. Now we hear you.
Yes.
I said that Mehul is next, and that because we lost him before he replied to the previous question, he can answer that one too.
The previous question was what are the 3 priorities, right?
For
The reps.
2019, first part of 2019, yes.
Okay, so my priority would be to getting the more support to the campaigning which we are running, not the specifically run by the globally, but we also motivate the reps to come up with their own ideas and create the set of campaigning, and that can get the help from the reps as well, and the help from the support as from the staff support. The recent example what we did the Reign of Trust campaigning, that has been the idea has been come up by the reps only, and a set of reps come up with their idea, worked on that, and that become a global campaigning. So that's helped us to bring the more to mission. So that would be my first take. That would be, as I told you earlier, the reps leadership training, where I'm very interested to come up with, where we can train and bring some leadership in the reps itself, because so many of reps where I go to so many events and the conference where I've seen they're not able to presentable, because ultimately they are the spokesperson to the world. Hey, these are the representatives. So ultimately we can have some kind of skill-based training for them. So that would be another my take for like to bring with the proper agenda and the proper planning. And yeah.
Mehul?
Did you call out my name?
Yes.
Sorry.
So just a clarification. So that question, does it mean how are we how are we better than the Mozillians?
No, this is not a good wording, not best. Why? What is your motivation?
Not better.
Oh,
Sorry?
what would you prefer? Okay.
No, what
Okay,
you prefer?
so
What I think what motivates you more as rappers? I think.
yeah, so
Michael, can you? Sorry.
so why what motivates me? Uh, because of these reasons, because we have great tools. So we have a good reps portal with a lot of information, and we have a track record of what the reps are doing, which is missing in the other parts. which might not be the case. That's what I'm saying. And because of that, the other thing is we are a subset of the open innovation team. So the ideas and the recent goal, they just flow from top to bottom, and we are part of it. That's why we are well updated. But that might not be the case with the others. And there is accountability. So everyone is responsible for someone. The reps mentor, the rep, the council, the peers. Everyone has a role to play. So that's why I'm motivated to be a rep.
Yofi.
Yeah, as far as I know, clearly we have access to budget and swap requests. That's number one. Free T-shirts, and which means we have a clear direct support from Mozilla. So I think that is important. Then we can help to shape the future strategy. Thank you.
Sorry for me interrupting you, Mehul, earlier. I'm a bit tired, I guess. Did you
No issue.
finish to reply to both questions that you wanted, or you still want to add something?
This one is left, I guess, the reps one, I
Okay,
guess. So can I
sorry,
go ahead?
and go ahead.
Yeah, no issue. I can see you are very tired. Okay, so what motivated me to become a rep? So uh, as Mayur said, that it's a great tools which we not have in other projects, accountability and so many things. But more onto that, it's a lot of a learning. Like we can always share whatever we have in mind, whatever the idea we come up with, all the peers and all the mentors, so all the people around always appreciate us. The good thing about is they're very good listener. So this is a good thing that we always learned. They always listen to first and then react. Okay, this is something that you want to improve. There's somewhere you are lacking. Okay, how we can make it more better, that impactable to surrounding users and how they can be part of it. So it's always been to share the stage and always what speak that what you have in your mind, just speak it out. So that's the motivation. And ultimate, I would, to be honest, that actually increase and improve my more skills and more leadership skills. That's the reason I'm more focusing about how we can, reps to become a more leader in their respective communities. But ultimately, that's create more empowerment and impact for me.
Thank you. All good now with
I
everyone?
think now we're good, yes. So then, we have 5 minutes left. That's perfect for the last question. Let's do that for everyone again, even though some have already answered that. The question is, what would you suggest as a new campaign to be run by the Open Innovation team, like, for example, the recent Dark Funnel campaign, and why?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
So the campaign is good. Like we have a game, we got a very good feedback. But what I feel, we can connect more with the startup, because currently we have a startup culture more in the open source peers. Like we have other communities and the group where we can get them input from them with their feedbacks, and we can get some more technical expertise and the advice from there. And so we can target that as well. And this also helps to reactivate the community. For example, this campaign leads to where we have not seen the so much of presence. We get some input, some participants are already had been participate to the Dask funnel. They reported the activities and so many things. So that's why I feel that it's a good, but we need to connect more into the other technological cultures and peers.
Yofi?
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe we can run a campaign about sharing our thoughts about why is the background why I'm using Firefox as my default browser. Maybe it's a simple thing, but we can like try to make a collections of testimonials from people the reason why they are using Firefox instead of other browsers. So people who use other browsers maybe can try to understand why are the reasons. That it's not just about choosing free browsers, but there are some values that people should understand and know more.
Thank you. Mehul?
I just spoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm definitely blind at this moment. Somebody had to make fun in this call, and that's me. Just so you know, sorry. Monica, please. I was confused like that. Sorry.
Okay, I will like a campaign called Programming Apps for Mozilla with Rust or Virtual Reality Designers, while there's are advanced topics. I think we should focus on campaigns to support Mozillans innovation. I believe that people should be empowered and given options to participate in Mozillans focus themes, but also that their contribution should be seen.
I guess we know the last one. Should I try to make myself fun again? Or... No,
So
it's not
the
Mehul. You won't believe it. It's not Mehul. Go ahead, Mayur.
so the campaign that we might run are dark funnel for the Firefox APK. So we recently had for the website. So maybe we can try it for the mobile APK for the Firefox Rocket or Focus. So the next would be a campaign around the open source student network. So we had a lot of test pilots done in the US. So maybe we could have more test pilots or campaigns all around the world. The next would be a meaningful campaign regarding the internet issue in a particular country or community. So for example, if there is something in India, so I would be focusing on the Aadhaar issue. And the last would be a campaign to gather more campaign ideas. So the community, they basically know what are they good at. So maybe we could have a campaign to just let them report like this is what we can do and this can add values to the Firefox and Mozilla. So maybe, yeah, that's.
Then let's close that call on that very meta campaign for campaigns note. There is one specific question all the way down in DataPad for Mehul. So if you want to answer that in DataPad after the call, that would be fine. Then
Okay.
we're perfectly on time. Thank you all for participating. And don't forget to write your discourse answers if you haven't done so yet.
Don't forget
Anything
to add
else,
more
Joanna?
notes to these answers. Don't forget to thank me for making fun of myself tonight.
Thank you, Joanna.
Go to sleep.
And thank you,
That
Joanna.
wasn't heard.
Thank you,
Thank
Anna.
you, Joanna, for
everybody.
let me know that my camera was not on.
I even
Same
made
here.
that joke at the beginning of the call, so you didn't even pay attention to that. I said like, no one
I
from
was like,
India is showing the thing.
I was like, what is she talking? I can see myself, but she's like, no, I cannot see you. I was like, let me see.
Yeah, sorry, I'm awake since 3 a.m. or something. So definitely my time to bed is now.
I have a dinner reservation, so I'm out of here. Feel free to continue talking.
Fancy. You see? Who's
Bye
having
bye.
the life? I go to sleep. These peers, you know.
He's from the south. He's from the south.
Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
I'm out of here. Bye.
Talk
Thank
to you
you.
online. Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you later.